Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to explain item number 2 of Activity Week 7, 1-2 of Data Structures and Algorithms subject. The problem consists of writing three for loops that are different methods in a single class that print out different values depending on the item. So, for the first item, it is a simple for loop that decrements by 1 and starts at 50 and ends at 0. So, here is the code for that. This is the code for the singular method. So, it is a static method, which means it does not need to be instantiated. The object does not need to be instantiated for the method to be used. It returns nothing, so we use the void keyword. So here's the identifier or the name of the method, loop 1. So, so for the for loop, its initialization value is 50. The name of the value is I. For the condition, as long as I is greater than or equal to 0, we do the body of the for loop. And for the each iteration, we decrement the value of I by 1. So for the body of the for loop, we simply print out the value. So as you can see here, let me, so, yeah, we iterate from 50 to 0. Easy. So next is we start from 0 and we end with 100. Um, I have a background with mathematics, and firstly, I saw this problem. I thought it was of a arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic sequence is simply expressed by the formula a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So I applied that knowledge to the code. So here is my code for the second problem. Forgive me if I'm using mathematics in programming. Okay, so for the for loop, we start at 1, which is a sub 0. And for the condition, as long as I is lesser than or equal to 51, which is the term, or to explain, 100 is the 51st term in the arithmetic sequence 0 to 100. And then for each iteration, we increment the value of I by 1. So here we declare, I declare the value so that the print statement doesn't look cluttered. I declare an integer variable named current value, which has the value of 0, which is a sub n is equals to 0 because a sub 1 is equals to 0 because the sequence starts at 0. I minus 1, which is just n minus 1 here in the arithmetic sequence formula, and then times 2, 2 being the common difference, t is equals to 2. So a sub n is equals to a sub 1 minus n minus 1 times t. So here is the explanation, and then I just print out the value. So for that, I am going to show you loop 2 java in the java. So here, it starts at 0 and ends at 100. Very easy. And for the third for loop, here in the activity, it is said to be 1 and up to 124. And again, I noticed that this is something called a geometric sequence. Geometric sequence, mathematics again, which is expressed by the formula a sub n is equals to a times r to the power of n minus 1. So this is my usage of that. So 11 is because for the for loop, I will not explain this because this is simple. For the for the condition, as 11, because 11 is the 11th term that we are looking for. 1000 to 1024 is the 11th term of this geometric sequence. And then for each iteration, we increment the value of I by 1. So for the body, the current value has the value of the current value variable has the value I, which is a sub 1 or a here, times math.pow. So this here, math.pow returns a floating point number. So we need to cast it into the integer object so that it will return a non-floating point integer. So here math.pow takes an argument of base and then exponent. So here the base is 2, which is the common ratio, and then I minus 1 is the current um, index or the current nth number of the iteration. So, and then we print out the current value. So I will show you that it works. Okay. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 34, which is similar to the activity. So there you have it. I am sorry I used mathematics in my programming again. I understand that it makes things harder to read, or there are more easier explanations for that particular problem. But for me, I think using math is clean or elegant in programming. So that's all. Thank you.